Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tanya June Moore. Welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival 2020 live stream. And I want to thank our sponsors, the Sedona Advertising Agency, Broadcast Rentals, and the Sedona Rouge for being sponsors of the Media Room this year, because we get to bring incredible filmmakers right to you on your computer, wherever you are. Welcome. Please introduce yourself and your film.
I'm Lynn Roth. I'm the director, the writer, and the producer of a film called Shepard, the story of a Jewish dog.
This film is getting quite a buzz in this town.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be here at the Sedona International Film Festival and all of the feedback that's coming to you about this movie?
Well, it's a filmmaker's dream. You know, I've been reading about the vortexes and all of that, and learning about the history and the life at Sedona. And I feel so fortunate that my film can be here, because I think it's being affected by all of the natural elements that are going on. Yeah, I think a little bit. But the audience here was so receptive that I watched the entire film with them. I've seen it several times before, and I watched it with them, and it was such a great experience for me as a filmmaker, watching it with this audience.
Mm-hmm. Were there any questions in the audience that made you think, or that you hadn't had before?
One person asked me if what was happening in our country propelled me to want to do this film. Mm-hmm. Of course, I started this film many years ago, so there were different reasons for doing that, but you know, that was the first time somebody had asked me that question.
Well, I know you brought a trailer, and I want people to kind of be caught up so we can have a conversation about it, so let's take a look at the trailer.
Okay.
We can keep one.
What about Caleb?
Little Caleb, you are amazing.
You're not allowed into the bakery.
We are 5th generation German. Our children 6.
And all of a sudden, we are no longer the right breed of Germans.
Jews are no longer able to own pets.
Raus! Hurry up!
Is your dog pure German Shepherd?
The truth is, I don't really know. They've got him from the pound.
Your dog found more Jews than all the other dogs put together.
What are you looking at, you little filthy Jewish boy?
Why do you pray so much? If there were a God, he would not let this be happening to us.
If you eat or steal one crumb of food, you will be shot.
That's all?
It's you, Caleb.
This dog is a true servant of the Reich.
What do we have here?
Your beloved Blitz is really a Jewish dog. It's just us now.
I know a lot of people that came out of this film with tears in their eyes and their hearts really filled. That has to feel good as a filmmaker, as a screenwriter. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What is it that you want people, where do you want this to go? What do you want people to take away from this? You know, what's your intention in making this piece of art?
Well, I have a lot of intentions. The first, that things like this cannot happen again, and
Mm-hmm.
they're happening in many areas of the world. What can we do? What can we do to stop things like this?
Right.
That's reason number one. Number two is I've come to understand what magical creatures dogs are and how much we can learn from them. So in several places in the film, we don't, the people become the animals, and the animals are the ones with much more sense and soul. So maybe we need to look at them and follow some of the things that they teach us.
So you have an entire cast of beautiful dogs. How was it working with them, and how were the trainers and the filming?
Well, the cardinal rules of filmmaking when we come into this business is never work with dogs and never work with children, ever. So I landed in Hungary and I thought, okay, here come the dog and here come the kids. It was the greatest experience I've ever had. Of course, I've worked with a lot of divas. I've worked with a lot of famous diva actresses. So compared to them, working with 20 dogs was a piece of cake.
Well, and did this Shepard, the main character,
yes.
Was it a shoe-in, like that's the one for this?
Well, the trainers started training dogs about 6 months before we started shooting. We really had to train those dogs. And they had picked out a dog. I was doing everything on Skype, and they picked out a dog. But when I got to Hungary and I met the dog didn't have the right eye contact. So I had to switch dogs. We used 5 dogs for the hero role, but the main dog, the one you see the most, is a dog that can really focus.
And make eye contact.
Yes.
And the young man in the film.
Isn't he something?
What a charmer.
Yes.
And he brings a lot to this film. And as a director, how was that, to pull that out of someone so young?
Well, he was 10 years old when we shot the film, and he's a Disney star. He was in a series called Girl Meets World. His name is August Maturo. He has a lot of fans. Whenever I travel and I say it's Girl Meets World, everybody under 13 or 12 go, oh, they're really excited about that. He's a remarkable child. He is an absolutely remarkable child. And he had to do a dialect, so he, studied that. He's close to being brilliant.
So we're going to see a lot from him in the future.
Absolutely. I would be shocked if that didn't happen.
So where do you want this film to go? What's the next step for you?
I would like it to be in as many countries, we're in the process of doing that now, as possible, for this to be seen all over the world, especially about this period of history. There are many, many, many people, especially the younger ones, who do not know that this transpired, and it's imperative that they know it, and they can learn about it through this dog.
Yes.
They will go to see a dog movie.
Yes, they will.
And that's important.
And not giving anything away, thank you for giving us something uplifting in such a dark time.
Thank you. I was thrilled to be with these people here in Sedona and this audience. It was a privilege and a joy for me as a filmmaker.
Well, we can't wait to host you again.
Me too.
Please make another film to
I'll
come
see
back
you in about
to us.
5 years, okay?
And what's the website that people can go to for
It's
this one?
Shepard, the movie, or Shepard, the story of a Jewish dog.
Okay.
And all of our information is there.
Wonderful. Thanks,
Thank you.
Lynn.
Thank you.
And stay tuned, because we have another filmmaker in the seat right after this. Hashtag Sedona Film Fest 2020 and Sedona Film Fest 26. And we will see you very shortly.